Hey guys, I'm Todd Brown, a filmmaker and photographer based in Bangkok, Thailand. I've been a professional filmmaker and photographer for more than 20 years, of which the past 14 I've been based in Southeast Asia. First, 10 years in Cambodia, and now for the past 4.5 years in Bangkok. And this is the very first video for my new YouTube channel. I wanted to make a YouTube channel because I love talking about gear. I love talking about gear, and not a lot of people want to listen. So for this channel, I plan on sharing my thoughts on my favorite camera gear. I have many tips and tricks on shooting and editing. And I look forward to sharing what it's like to live and work as a professional filmmaker and photographer based in Southeast Asia. Let me tell you my story about my love affair with Leica. I got into Leica in early 2020 when I bought a Leica Q2 secondhand. I thought if I didn't like it, I could just resell it. I just fell in love with this camera. The sharpness, the way it renders light and colors at night. The Q2 was just fantastic. But the problem for me initially was I love 35mm lenses. 28's great, and it was a delight to use something that I normally don't use, but 95% of my work, personal and on assignment, is really with the 35mm. So I really wanted a Leica capable of autofocus at that focal length. And at that time, I went out and I checked out the SL2 with the Leica Summicron-SL 35mm lens, which initially was the only 35mm in the SL line. First of all, it was really expensive and so heavy, so big, like the exact opposite of the feeling of the Q2, at least in terms of walking around. And I just said to myself, maybe one day they'll come out with a 35mm Q2. Leica had just released a lighter, less expensive 35mm f2 lens. It's sharp as can be. This is sharper than any lens I've ever used. It's as sharp, if not sharper, than the Q2. The colors are gorgeous. The bokeh is beautiful. This lens has faster and more quiet autofocus, with noticeably less hunting than the Apo. Sure, when it comes to sheer image quality, the Apo is going to be better. But then again, it's twice as much money. Now, what are some of the things I don't like about it? I would say number one, I mean, it is $2,000 for an f2. So, you know, in the Sony line, in the Canon line, for that amount of money, you get f1.4, easily f1.8, and here you're spending $2,200 on f.2 lens. Obviously, that's not ideal, but when you compare that to the $5,000 or so price tag of the Apo, it's a bargain. And the second thing I don't like about it, why'd they take so long to come out with this? I wish I had it like 2 years ago or months ago. I had a shoot in Vietnam and I brought the Q2 and I brought my A1, and I wish I had this. Oh, how I wish. I wish I've always had this. I wish this has always been with me. So if you enjoyed hearing my thoughts on this lens, be sure to like and subscribe. Or, if we know each other from high school or college or later in life, like and subscribe. Relatives, like and subscribe. If I ever met you in Bangkok somewhere, like and subscribe. Or Phnom Penh.